Welcome back to our channel. I'm Lyn and this is Paul. Today we're tackling a frustration many face when consciously creating. The fear that you've messed everything up.
Exactly. We strive for alignment, visualize our dreams, and then inevitably life throws a curveball, or we have a moment of doubt, or a negative reaction. Instantly the thought hits, I've sabotaged everything. This belief is far more damaging than the perceived mistake.
It's a common paradox. Often the people most dedicated to manifestation struggle most with this fear. They treat conscious creation like a performance where every thought and feeling is judged. They've read the books, they've learned the techniques, and then scrutinise every wobble as proof of failure. The perfectionist mindset turns a creative process into a rigid test. In trying to be perfect, manifestors, they create the perfect conditions for self-sabotage, not through external events, but through intense self-criticism. They believe one wrong step cancels everything out.
But that simply isn't how creation works. Think of a sculptor carving a statue, like Michelangelo, creating David. Did he never make an unplanned cut? Never have a chip of marble fly off unexpectedly? Of course he did. What looked like a mistake in the moment was often a necessary refinement, a slight adjustment that brought the sculpture closer to its final form. The masterpiece emerged not from flawless execution, but from trusting the vision more than fearing the imperfections. Your perceived mistakes in manifestation, a bad mood, a moment of doubt, a negative reaction, are like those stray chips. They aren't failures. They're opportunities for refinement or simply irrelevant detours. The universe isn't a cosmic scorekeeper judging your every thought. It's a master tailor adjusting folding and stitching reality to fit your dominant intention. Even if the fabric gets a bit wrinkled, your mistakes don't cancel your manifestation. Believing they do and judging yourself for them, that is what causes the friction.
That judgment often stems from our inner dialogue. We have a momentary slip up, maybe someone cuts us off in traffic and we act angrily. Instantly, the inner prosecutor jumps in. You just ruined your manifestation. All that positive work undone by 5 seconds of road rage. Your dream is gone. This dramatic internal story feels real, but it's disconnected from the actual mechanics of creation. It's like thinking dropping your phone deletes all your photos. The internal drama doesn't match reality. Why do we do this? Because realising we are creators means there's no one else to blame. So the inner critic steps in. But this self-judgment is far more damaging than the initial slip-up. It's trying to put out a small fire with gasoline.
Exactly. The self-criticism trap is believing a mistake has power over your manifestation. Think of a child learning to walk. They stumble, fall, get up, fall again. They don't stop and say, well, I failed at walking. Guess I'll crawl forever. They know failing is a part of learning. Somewhere we lost that intuitive understanding. We expect growth and creation to be linear and mistake-free. But turbulence doesn't crash the plane. It's just a part of the journey. The challenge isn't eliminating mistakes. It's integrating them without self-condemnation.
So how does creation work if it's not this fragile, easily broken thing? It's more like a river flowing to the ocean. You can throw rocks in it, temporarily divert a little water, but the fundamental flow towards the destination remains. Your dominant emotional state, your core beliefs and reoccurring thoughts form the riverbed. A single bad day or anxious moment isn't going to carve a new path and send your dreams backwards. The universe operates on averages, not absolutes. It reads your overall frequency, your dominant state of feeling over time. If you're manifesting financial abundance and feel prosperous most of the time, one moment of complaining about a bill doesn't erase months of alignment. It only matters if you let that one moment define your state and convince yourself you failed. It is your belief about the mistake that impacts things, not the mistake itself.
This is why understanding that nothing is random, everything serves your desire, is so powerful. If you truly trusted your manifestation was guaranteed, how would you see that awkward call or moment of doubt? You'd see it as a detour, an interesting turn, but you would know the destination is secure. You'd shrug, maybe laugh, and carry on. That's the posture of a creator who knows reality is malleable. There's no cancellation button for bad moods. There's just you navigating. This understanding also frees you to practice strategic indifference. This isn't apathy. It's releasing needy obsession. Checking your bank account constantly isn't faith, it's doubt.
True confidence in manifestation looks like not anxiously monitoring it. Like a student who studied consistently, they trust their preparation rather than cramming last minute and doubting everything. When you trust your manifestation is unfolding, you don't need to constantly check its progress. You can just enjoy the journey instead of trying to control every micro moment. Ultimately, the core requirement is simple. Hold the line of your conviction. You don't need to be perfect, high vibe 24/7 or a walking affirmation machine. You just need to know what you want and trust that it is yours. It's like baking a cake. Once it's in the oven, you trust the process. You don't keep opening the door. You might spill flour or burn your finger, but the cake still bakes. Set the intention, focus on the outcome, and stop poking it with insecurity. Even if you stumble into a pile of emotional junk, your manifestation is still cooking.
So when you catch yourself spiraling, convinced you've messed up, breathe. Pause. Pause the panic. Practice cosmic amnesia. Gently let go of the mistake. Dwelling on it gives it power. Redirect your attention back to what you want calmly. Laugh. Find the absurdity in your self-imposed drama.
Manifestation is a marathon built on trust and perseverance, not a sprint won by perfection. Runners don't quit because they hit a hill or stumble, they keep going, trusting their training. Your journey has hills and stumbles. Neither determines the outcome alone. You can't fail unless you decide to by abandoning your conviction. Even then, the moment you realign, the process resumes. Like a GPS, the universe recalculates and guides you back to your destination when you miss a turn.
Give yourself grace. Be human. Your imperfections don't make you unworthy. They add character to your story. The most effortless manifestors aren't flawless. They've learned to navigate their humanity without letting it define their potential.
Self-sabotage is often disguised as over-responsibility. Stop trying to be perfect. Don't be the perfect creator and become a resilient one. Trust the process, embrace the wobbles, and keep your eyes on the destination.
Your dream is waiting. Don't take yourself out of the game. Your momentary meltdown isn't breaking the system.
Exactly. You've already got the part of creator. Just show up, do your best, and trust the process.
If this resonated, please let us know in the comments below. How do you bounce back when you feel like you've messed up? Sharing your experiences help everyone.
And if you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up. It helps other people find this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more discussions like this every week. So, yeah, please subscribe.
Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And please share this video with anyone who needs to hear that they're not alone and they haven't blown it.
Thank you so much for watching. So until next time, think differently, dream boldly, and create consciously.
I'm a quiet rebel, I don't need a shower. Changing the world from the inside out. No fists in